Hello, and welcome to another update video on Solana. The Solana chart is currently showing us a small bounce here from a micro support zone I shared earlier today on Discord as well already, but it's really only a tiny reaction. You really need a magnifying glass to see it. We're talking here about the Solana chart on the shorter time frame, and we'll take a look at the Elliott Wave structures. Elliott Wave, it's a framework that we use. It's a model that we use to bring structure into chaos, basically. Yeah. So it gives us a way to see the market with structure. And a lot of people think that markets move like randomly or are news driven, whereas this method or the framework gives us a way to identify key support zones, resistances, and identify how stretched a market is, where possible reversal zones are. And yeah, so we'll see if we can identify anything here. I mean, yesterday I shared with you a few times actually the larger time frame. I'm not going to do that here. We want to take a look at the smaller time frame alone. And it's important to understand what the relevant support and resistance levels are for the weekend. The micro support zone is between $122.80 and $125. This is our FIB zone from which the price has now given us a first bounce. And from here, a C wave bounce can start. That would be wave C of a larger A wave, for example. The resistance zone that could then be reached is between $132.90 and $140. This is the very first and earliest resistance zone that could be tested. The next larger degree one is between $157 and $184. This is the larger main resistance zone, whereas the smaller one is down here. And really, we talk about tiny movements. I mean, the market came down. We've got a small bounce. It's really a tiny bounce, very weak so far. And on the Bitcoin chart, I can identify a possible micro 5-wave move up. Look, on the Solana chart, I can't. This is simply a 3-wave move up. And okay, maybe a 3-wave move down as well. This is a support zone between $122.80 and $125. We're now testing this zone, and we could start a C-wave bounce from this zone. But again, it could then reach the resistance area. Also, I would pay attention over the weekend to the next swing high that's at around $130.50. But we don't really have a clear reversal pattern yet. It's very small, and we don't even have 5 waves up. On the Bitcoin chart, as I said, we at least have 5 waves up. The reason why I'm watching here for signals of a trend reversal to the upside, there are 2 reasons. First one is Bitcoin, because Bitcoin shows a 5-wave move up, and Solana in this cycle has moved a lot with Bitcoin. So it's also no surprise that Solana is currently rather weak, while Bitcoin is rather weak as well. The other reason is that we are in a support zone, a larger support zone that I shared with you over the last few weeks on the weekly time frame. So this support zone, it's currently being tested. It's between $118 and $139 or $138. So we are in this larger support zone. And there's an additional level that we set around $126. This is the June low. And we're currently testing this swing low. Yeah? So there is a small reaction. And in this area, we expected at least a bit of a reaction. There is a bit of a reaction. Is it large enough to generate a reversal? Time will tell, because we have clear parameters to observe, but we don't really have the reversal pattern that would give us confidence. All we can do is define the areas of interest and then pay close attention to them and watch for reversal patterns. And what would be a reversal pattern? A 5-wave move up. Do we have it? No. But based on the context, I'm starting to track a route for higher prices. Please note that even in this orange scenario, it might just only be a larger 4th-wave bounce, which in non-Elliott Wave language is basically just a corrective bounce, a dead cat bounce, which could lead to another low. But that will depend on the structure that we will be able to observe in this move to the upside. If the market really grinds higher, then I think it's important to mention that this move to the upside could turn into an impulse as well, maybe. Yeah, if we see impulsive structures, which mean clear 5-wave movements or even a diagonal pattern, I will of course let you know. But for now, I'm charting here a corrective bounce. So it will be a bumpy road. Further and very important resistance will likely be in the area here around $144, $145, where all these previous swing highs are located. That's the update on Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, then also check out our membership options. If you are interested in the membership, feel free to check out our Black Friday week offer. We already start this weekend to offer it to you guys because a lot of you have asked. We only do this really once a year, and it gives you 20% off our annual memberships, our yearly memberships, and not suitable for the monthly, but on the annual ones, which are already discounted, this gives you an additional 20% off. Really, we only do it once a year. Check it out. There's an FAQ page. I put the link into the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.